Hi, welcome to the Heart of Illumination. I'm Joseph. Thanks for being here for another channeled message. And hope you're having a wonderful 2026 so far. Yeah, with 2026, I'm feeling a new lightness coming in for myself and for those that resonate on this message. There's a lot more light coming into this world. And for those who are, maybe not for, this message might not be for everybody, but just take what resonate and leave the rest. So some of you might already be stressing out about New Year's resolution, right? Might be stressing out about it, right? You might start hearing about a lot of people saying things about New Year's resolution, what they're doing about it, posting on social media. This is how you need to do it. This is how you should do it. This is how I did it last year, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the invitation, if you come to this channel and this message, is to let that all go. Yes, let that all go softly, gently, and allow yourself to tune into what works for you, right? If New Year's resolution has never worked for you before, in last year or the year before or many years, then that's not the thing for you. It's just like food. If you don't like tomato, and no matter how many videos says tomato is the best thing for your body, it's the next wonder fruit or vegetable, and it's God's food. It doesn't matter. If the moment you eat it, you're like, I don't want to eat this ever again, or you tried a period of eating it and you're like, nope, I naturally don't want to eat it. It doesn't work with me. Then that one thing is not for you, no matter how good it is. So this could apply to New Year resolution. So the good thing is, just because New Year's resolution doesn't work for you, it doesn't mean there isn't an aspect of you or you're already doing something that you're responsible for, accountable for, and that you're committed to, right? And a lot of times it's part of tuning into ourselves and understanding ourselves more and working with these concepts in the world, like responsibility, commitment, accountability, working with these concepts and then coming back to ourselves and like, oh, what does this mean to me and how do I uniquely work with it? It's not the external world applying, oh, this is what responsibility should mean for you. This is what accountability should mean for you. This is how you need to commit to certain things and whatever, right? So this is the world telling you you need to be a certain way. You need to conform a certain way. You need to do things that are not in alignment with you, out of rhythm, but the whole society thinks they're in the rhythm of it or whatever, so you need to do it. So it's being able to see clearly, gradually, that there's our inner world and what we truly align to, and then there's the external world that, yes, there's a lot of good things about the world. There's a lot of good things about the world, right? All the good things, wonderful nature, wonderful inventions, things that make our life more convenient, have higher quality, living standards, like cleanliness, hygienes, and stuff like that. Those are all good things about the world. But when it comes to how I, as a person, operate, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be unique to how the society and the collective operates. Yes, I apply the good things that they teach me. Yeah, society encourages diligence. Yes, I am diligent for myself because I want to do things well and I get a sense of joy, fulfillment, and pride from doing something well, from doing something that, however I do it, I apply it to that thing and I do it well. So, society, the things that we learn from society, school, family, community, yes, they are a framework for how we can be our fullest self and our true self. Yet, let's just say they give us 80% of the framework, right? Let's be generous and say society and the world around us and the environment and what we've been taught gives us 80%. They're not all good, not all bad. Part of the 20%, right? 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. But this is just a easy way to communicate it. The other 20%, we have to discern, we have to know ourselves better, and we have to know what works for us and then develop the rest. So maybe within the 20%, there's a deeper granularity to it, right? Maybe there's 10%, half of the 20%, 10% is just applying the skill of discernment, right? And developing it over time. Maybe when we were younger, discernment didn't come naturally because no one know how to teach discernment, right? And even if you had good teachers to teach the discernment, you still had to practice for yourself. And if you had a good teacher, maybe a wise guru or someone that's been on the path of knowing themselves and is able, readily and compassionately able to put down judgmental ways of being, then they can clearly communicate to you, oh, discernment is, in a way, from a physical level, taking deep breaths so you calm your mind, calm your nervous system, and calm your senses so that it allows a sense of clarity to allow for the discernment, right? There needs to be clarity for the clarity to hold enough space so that the rest of you can discern what is in alignment for you. And there's a process to that. And so they might even offer, those that are good teachers might offer you encouraging words to help you start tuning into how to trust yourself more, right? It's maybe to provide simple stories of, yes, maybe it's just a simple example of sharing wisdom when you were a kid and something happened, right? So one of the truths of life is things change all the time, and sometimes things don't work out exactly how we would like them to. Yet, if you had a wise parent or a wise teacher or someone similar to that, maybe they came in and just say a couple words, right? Or at least listen to your perspective, or at least held space for you as you were going through the emotional process, and be like, well, yeah, the fact of life is life, things change in life, and even with the best intention, best preparation, best effort and focus and diligence, things could still not pan out the way you want. Yet, the great thing about it is, if you make the decision based on, right, you take the ownership of making that decision, agency, and then you still decided to do it and proceed, even if things don't work out, at least you can be proud of yourself that you made the decision from the best information you had as the person that you were in that moment, with the best information you got, and had the impetus to just proceed even though things could turn out differently. You know, that little bit of a reassurance, if we were younger, would have helped our younger selves or a younger child to be more confident, right? And being confident is not that things won't go wrong, is that even if things go wrong, I take ownership of making that decision. And from that, there's the confidence. I made the decision. Even if it went wrong, it's okay. And so, I can think back as a little kid, if someone were to give me those encouragement and at least held space for me to absorb that wisdom. Oh wow, that would be great, right? Right, different people develop differently, and some of us that are fortunate when we were younger to have these wise teacher, wise teaching, wise moment of time that we can seep in these moment of self-assurance, of alignment with ourselves. That's a blessing. And so if some of you are resonating with doing gratitude practices or appreciation practices or alignment practices, you could appreciate something like that, right? You can just tune in a form of meditation or silent stillness or silent contemplation, and tune into moments, right? Very subtle moments, it could be nonchalant moments that you've had these encounters, you've had these experiences. Those are something deep to be grateful for. And so, so that's what's coming through to share. So I hit on the topic of New Year's resolution. If it doesn't work for you, let those go. Tune into what works for you. And part of it is being grateful, being appreciative, and being in alignment of those small moments when great people or the universe help guide us to develop a sense of self-assurance, self-confidence on the path of embodying deeper self-love. And it's all the same thing. So I use New Year's resolution as an example, as this is only the second day of 2026, because a lot of people get hung up on it. So my hope is if you landed on this video, don't get hung up on it. And I'm just using New Year's resolution as an example, but it could be other things like goals and stuff like that. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. The good thing is when you tune into yourself, you'll automatically start, you can say attract, or start directing yourself towards what works for you. And for example, it could be that writing stuff down just doesn't work for you. Yet, you've had experiences where just writing a couple bullet points down and it at least help you remind yourself, oh, you're already doing something. So it's not that writing stuff doesn't work for you. It's that when you have the need and a very clear purpose, then writing things down with that clear need and purpose works exactly for you. Same thing with maybe recording a voice message to yourself. Same thing. If you have the why and the clear need, then you'll want to naturally record stuff for yourself. Anyway, I hope that helps. Feel free to come back to my channel and videos and see what else resonates. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment so that I receive your feedback, and then I can share more information that's resonating to you or that you want to know more of. Until next time.